Who's up next in the golden chair? Visionary global leader driving AI innovation and the founder of the Biz Oasis, Elle Marie. I am Christina Vidovich, the host of Women Getting Visible. Hello, everyone. Good day, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world as you are listening or watching us today. We have started our Women Getting Visible tour, and we're preparing our schedule for the following year. 2026 is upon us. More happy hours, more coffee meets, more visibility workshops, and put on your calendars for our next two conferences, June 3rd and 4th in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and October 9th, 10th, and 11th in Washington, D.C. But guess what? I'm so excited to have this guest who spoke at the last Women Getting Visible conference, Miss Elle Marie, and she's here to share with us a little bit about AI. Welcome, Elle Marie.
Hello. What a beautiful start to the week as we close out 2025. I can't believe we're closing out a year.
It happens so fast and they get faster and faster. So we've got to keep up with it, just like AI.
Yes. So thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed your conference. I enjoyed speaking at your conference with the Women Getting Visible. So thank you for having me today.
Yes, my pleasure. You are up to some amazing things, and I think it's so exciting to have you share because as time races on quickly, so does AI in the way that we work and the way that things are changing. Mm-hmm. So tell us what you've been up to.
Wow. So since we met last October, was it October? Just a couple months ago, the conference. I think that week I had just become a new grandmother. So that was something that happened. But I have been really kind of working with my clients, upping some of my education and knowledge. I am a certified AI prompt engineer, certified engineer, and also AI architect. So I've just been working on, it's the last quarter, closing out the year, making sure my clients are set and getting ready for one of my events next year, my 5th annual Boss Brunch. And Boss isn't about being bossy. It stands for Business Owner Success Strategies. And this year it's Business Owner Success Strategies and Systems. And just really fine tuning things, making sure that my company is ready for 2026 because I'm excited about the new year to come. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I hear you. I'm right with you. I'm excited. I can't wait to get into the new year. And I know we can sit and be sad about the year that's passed, but we've got so much more to do.
Yes, we do. And you know what? Sit and be sad about the year that's passed, just depending on what your perspective is about this year that's passed. Is why my theme for my Boss Brunch is surviving and thriving, right? So we can sit and be sad, or we can take action and embrace thriving and surviving. So that is going to be the theme. It's going to be March 21st and here in the in Maryland, in the DC area as well. And if we get to next year, we have done two things. We have survived and we have thrived. So let's just keep that going.
I love it. Surviving and thriving. And I'm so excited. March 21st, mark that on your calendars right now, everyone. What was the inspirations for Survive and Thrive for this theme?
This year, actually, I don't want to do politics, I don't want to delve into politics, but for us, you're in the DC area, I'm in the DC area, and just across the globe, it's been a tough year. it has been a tough year for many, no matter what side of the table you sit on, whether you sit on, and I happen to have a red shirt on today, whether you sit on a red side or a blue side of the table, there have just been some overall chaos and challenges throughout the year, whether you're a farmer, whether you're a small business owner, whether you are starting a business, whether you are a federal government employee, a teacher, teachers, the education system is in chaos. The healthcare system is in chaos. So this has been, I'm sorry to say, like it or not, it's been a chaotic year.
Yeah, it's true. And everybody, exactly what you said, everybody's been infected in some way, some form, even from grocery prices going up like they have for everybody around the world,
Yeah.
So, yeah. So absolutely. I think that's incredible, surviving and thriving, because it's taking what's been given to us and thriving. Let's take this a step up for ourselves. And I love that that's what you're doing. And that's what you're helping people with as we are moving into more technological world. And, you know, we just had a pre-discussion. AI has been around for a long time, but it's now just getting into household names.
It has. And as a matter of fact, I was speaking with a colleague just this weekend. We are eons behind some of our world counterparts. Like, we're eons behind China in technology. We're eons behind Japan in technology. Let's see, I can't remember off the top of my head what year it was. 2017, 2018, I traveled to Germany, to Hildesheim, Germany. And as I was on the freeway, they call it the Autobahn there, while I was riding in Germany, I just passed miles and miles and miles of windmills. Okay. So, like, windmill technology is thriving, and it's the way other countries are generating power. Solar power is good too, but it's just that if we get to travel and go to other countries, we see the technology is just thriving. So as far as us in the United States, AI it's really been around for a long time. The first use of AI was in either 55 or 56 by a John McCarthy. But even prior to that, AI, what does it stand for? Artificial intelligence, right? So if you're using something other than your own brain, you're using an artificial manner to do something. So if you punch 1 + 1 in a calculator, that's AI. And how long have calculators been around? If you put your square root formula into a calculator, because remember, we had to do geometry and all that good stuff. Yeah. And when we used it with a calculator, we were using artificial intelligence, unless you were sitting there doing it longhand and figuring out the square root of 128 to the second power divided by 12 plus 14 minus 26. I'm not even going to try to answer that. I just made it up. But that's what we used to have to do, right?
Yeah, it's true. And it's amazing because now we even have the opportunity to turn ourselves into AI, come up with our own image and our own voice. And I've seen a couple of those amazing videos that you have done.
Yes, thank you. So, yes. Oh, and I want to give a shout out, plug to Texas Instruments real quick, because I'm remembering those darn calculators in school. I have to research and see if Texas Instruments is still around. Aging myself. But yeah, so I do AI cloning. I build AI agents for my clients. I have a client, she's from New York. So she's got that, I'm originally a Jersey girl, but she's got that New York accent, right? So, you know, when you talk to her, she's straight out of New York, right? But all jokes aside, I built her AI agent to represent her. So when you call her business, her AI agent has a New York accent.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to customize it so that, it felt like her persona. So yeah, so we can clone ourselves, and I just tell people, just be careful. Let's be realistic about cloning ourselves, right? Let's be realistic and have some integrity and ethics behind it. But it's great. It's very valuable, and especially in this day of age of juggling so much. And if we speak back to what happened with our furloughed folks, right? Businesses were launched during furlough. I have another client who's a law firm who during furlough, I helped her launch her business. And then as soon as she got her business off the ground, they called her back to work. No problem. Her AI tool answers all her calls and takes care of things for her while she's at work. So she's, again, integrity. If you're being paid to be at work during the day, that's what you're supposed to do, right? Yeah. But her AI agent and her AI tools answer her calls, answer questions, book appointments, and handle the heavy lifting while she's at work. So when she gets off work, she comes home, she gets settled in, she opens her email, and she gets transcripts of what calls took place, what appointments were booked, and things of that nature. So again, she still does her job.
Yeah, that's incredible. So help me understand, when you've used the word AI clone versus AI agent, is there a difference?
Not really. I think I'm interchanging it. Well, actually, no, let me back up. AI clone is where you're remaking yourself AI, okay? AI agent is where I build what's called a bot or an agent or a personal assistant to act on your behalf. So yeah, so just to be clear, and sometimes I do interchange them, but my AI clone is me. And like you said, you've seen some of the videos. I'll repurpose pictures of myself. I do. So what I do a photo shoot like twice a year. I do a professional photo shoot and do some video, and I repurpose them and turn them into what I need them to be when I don't feel like putting on makeup and coming on camera. Now today, I did feel like I combed my hair and put on a little makeup for you today, Christina. But there's some days you just don't feel like doing all of that, right? So you use your AI clone, and then your AI agent, of course, is custom built for your business and your brand. Oh. And we customize it to understand your brand. I build a whole knowledge base behind it that understands your business, your brand, frequently asked questions. There is a whole programming behind it to answer and get to a certain point where it's going to book a call for you or book something on your calendar with a potential client.
See, and that's incredible because, again, that is for a solo entrepreneur or for any business person, yes, really helping streamlining business to go faster and get the tedious tasks done.
Yes. And if you think about it, and I have to be careful if I say her name, she might jump in our conversation. So I'm going to spell her name, right? Alexa. She better not answer. So how long has she been around? She's been around for what, 15 years or so? Yeah. At least, I know for sure, at least 10 years, right?
At least, yeah.
So it's not new. It's just improved. It's different. It's Alexa on steroids. That's what it is now. It's Google on steroids. It's Alexa on steroids. That's where we are today with AI. It's the large language learning machines. So these machines now, if your viewers know, like we had ones and zeros, we have binary code that spoke and then it spit out something. That's kind of how IBM started. You used ones, zeros, and how you programmed it is what it spit out. So now what's happened is the programming is uber intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
It's taken all that data from Google, Wikipedia, like all these data sources. And now it knows how to funnel and channel it and come up with answers as if a human being was thinking and talking and replying back. That's why it works. That's how it works the way it does. It just takes so much data. And when it first came out, AI, a lot of what we were putting into Google and the questions we're asking and whatnot was the foundation of what was used to program these AI tools that we have now.
Wow. Just a nice little history lesson right there. It is fascinating. I watched a documentary on a flight just a couple weeks ago about teaching AI how to work. And that is one of the things, as you're a certified prompt engineer, that you are creating these proper prompts so we don't put in the one and done. I heard it once said, and it may have even been from you, I want a coffee. Well, here's a coffee. Well,
Yeah.
no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted a latte with one pump of this, one pump of that, a little bit of soy. And so you really need to be able to learn how to prompt. And that's what you also do, and you help others when they're creating their programs.
Exactly. Now, I'm not going to take credit for that coffee analogy. I will take credit for the abacus and the calculator, right? But if you think about it, let's go back to that coffee analogy that you just gave. When you go to Starbucks, you tell the machine, right? You tell the machine, you push a button for the sugar, you push a button for the cream, you push a button for whatever flavor syrup. Guess what that was? Guess what that was?
Your basic prompt.
Your basic AI. And how long has that been around? Forever. Even McDonald's, the touch screens, the picture of the Big Mac, the picture of the French fries, all of that is artificial intelligence. Now, if you wrote on a piece of paper, 1 Big Mac, 2 French fries, and a Coke, that's not AI, right? But if you're punching it in, so I try to use these analogies to get people comfortable with it. I just spoke to someone, and I'm going to be speaking with them in a few weeks, that has a slight discomfort about it. I speak to a lot of people that are not comfortable about it. I want a human. I want a person. This is all new. It's not new. It's just different. It's literally to the 10th power. It's what we've been using to the 100th power or the 1000th power.
Yeah. I mean, even the thing, barcodes. When we went from grocery stores, talk again about age thing, from looking at the sticker and punching it into the cash register to scanning, and how these things have slowly changed in our lives and we haven't even recognized it. But now, because it's so exponential, it's so, it's happening.
And I think I'm going to give a lot of kudos to the marketing community and to social media, right? Social media and the marketing community have made it a buzzword. AI, like, ooh, it's new, it's sexy, it's this, it's that. They have done an amazing job making it a buzzword. And now, you've got the AI babies, you've got tools that are so readily at your fingertips. You've got so many free tools. It's just out there more. Nobody thought, oh, well, when I used a calculator, I used AI. Nobody thought, oh, when I scanned my groceries without putting in the numbers, I used AI. It is what it is. Artificial intelligence. using something other than the human being to process and get an outcome. Been doing it for years.
Yeah. So what is your favorite thing when you're working with clients to be working on with them in their AI?
I think my favorite thing is building their agent and doing the test call, right? And we do the test call, the agent answers the phone, and I said, just ask it anything about your business, ask it any question you want, and it responds and it has the answers, and it sounds like the caller is speaking to a human. And then go, wow. And so anytime a client goes, wow, I feel pretty good about it.
That's incredible. How long does it take to build out something that with that?
It depends. It doesn't take long to initially build it, right? It does take me a few weeks to tweak it, because what happens is if a call comes in and we don't like the way it answered or responded, I'll go back and tweak the code. So I can, it takes me maybe a day or two to actually build it out. And then it takes me, I'd say, just under 30 days to do all the refining and tweaking, because then we start catching, oh, this caller asked this, and we need to change this or we need to change that. And then I start collecting. Well, I'll start collecting before we even start frequently asked questions. So what do your callers struggle with the most? Is it questions about your pricing? Is it questions about what you do? What do they struggle with the most? And let's build some prompts in here so that when they call, these questions get answered.
That's incredible. That's a lot faster than I would have assumed something like that could get done. But then again, you already know, you've got the AI prompts already set up to help you out.
Exactly.
Now, with anything new, there's always that fear. Mm-hmm. So just like flying in a plane, some people won't get on a plane because they're afraid it's going to crash. With the thousands of planes that are in the air right now, the chances are not very high. But with AI, the same kind of thing. We hear that news of like that one something bad happened. So again, that draws that same fear where people are afraid to use AI and don't know what to do. And I think some of it's just understanding. So what is your advice for people who are afraid? I mean, getting to know, I think knowledge is a big part of it, but what advice do you have to tell people don't be afraid of AI and how it can actually help them?
Try it. Buy an airline ticket, get on a plane and fly somewhere. Go fly and come on back and tell me how you liked it. Tell me about your trip. And same, and you said like there's thousands of planes up in the air right now, right? Across the globe. There's thousands of AI tools out there. Thousands of AI tools. Find a few that you like, try them, work with them, and let me know. Let me know how you liked it. Let me know how the flight was.
Yeah. And I think that's the easiest way to do it. I mean, as one of the things I love to do with AI is asking AI, what's the latest AI tools? And AI will tell me.
It will. And I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than that. Then the next step is learning how to work the tools. I did a class, Clone Me Stress Free, teaching you how to clone yourself using a couple of AI tools. I use HeyGen, Canva, and 11 Labs, right? So those are the tools, but how do you use the tools? How do you tell the tools what to do, what you want them to do? And that's kind of where a certified prompt engineer like myself or AI consultant like myself, that's where we come in. We teach you how to use the tools to get the best bang for your buck. And I also tell clients, try these tools, right? But when you get to the couple of tools that you really like or you're going to think you're going to stick with, upgrade to the paid version. Like, so for example, I used Canva free for, a few years, right? Canva comes out, Canva's free. I'm using Canva free for a few years. Then I upgrade to Canva Pro. Man, it unlocked some doors, like, whoa. So make sure you got to pay to play. You got to pay to play in anything. So make sure you are unlocking doors with the paid version of these tools. And if you pay to play, if your business, you need someone to help you strategize what tools to use, how to use them, walk you through them, build for you, hire someone like me, to help you do that. Shameless plug, but that's what we do. We understand the jargon, the technology, the lingo. And then for me, I spent over 25 years in telecom and technical, right? So it's kind of intuitive to me when I'm looking at something AI related, or I'm looking at creating a HTML, a code or something like that. It's a bit intuitive to me. Some people, it's intimidating to them. Mm-hmm. So if it's intimidating to you, work with someone who it's intuitive to them. And then you guys make a really good pair to get done what you need get done.
I love that. And it's so funny as you name the other, Hey Jen, Canva, and 11. I'm like
11 Labs.
11 Labs. I'm like, I know all those.
Yeah.
But again, it's just experience, and it's talking to people and finding out, because I found that for myself, just like you're talking here now, is learning about it, talking to other people. What type of AI are you using and what works for you? And I love the fact that you talk about the paid version as well, because a lot of people as well, that's one of the other things I've heard a lot, that once and you feel, it's like you've had your free trial, let's buy the car. Let's get in that Ferrari, Marie, and take it for
Exactly. So there you have it. So you go from riding the bicycle to amping it up and jumping in the Ferrari. That was a conversation we had offline before coming on air. You in a Ferrari costs. But man, the experience and the results that you get are amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So worth it. And hey, plug away, because I want people to know about you and the Biz Oasis, because you have something incredible to offer. And just like somebody would be looking for a coach in any piece of their life, this is a great time if you want somebody to help you streamline with AI or teach you the pieces that you need to know. Oh, Marie's your gal. She's got it. Yes.
So what I did was, I had a self-care business. So I've done technology for years and years and years. And then I delved into self-care. And with the self-care, I noticed a lot of busy professionals, like myself included, were just overwhelmed, overload, and stressed out. Okay. And that was the premise of my book, my last book that I wrote, called From Chaos to Calm, taking you from chaos to finding your zen, to finding a strategy. Because a lot of times we're stressed out because we just don't have the right strategy. We just don't have the right systems. Our customer service is going berserk. Our staffing is going berserk. We're like, well, this team member didn't do this and this team member didn't do that. So did we effectively strategize our team members' skill sets? And, we're hiring, again, let's go back to the Ferrari bicycle analogy. We're hiring someone that doesn't have a driver's license, that only knows how to drive a bicycle. We're hiring them to drive our Ferraris, right? We can't do that. Put them on a task that's bicycle related. So those are the type of things that, I help you to strategize. I help you to look at your business, look at your operations, look at your customer service, look at your reviews. I can tell you, and I talk about it in my book, From Chaos to Calm. There were things going on in my business in the background, in my self-care business, not the Biz Oasis, that no matter what, and I'll say it was staffing. I had some staffing issues, staffing drama. And even in my big corporate job, I had some staffing and resource issues. But the one thing that the client would never know, the client was always taken care of. So that's when I say, let's strategize your customer service, because you can reduce a lot of stress as a leader and a manager if your customers are satisfied. That's one little thing right there. That doesn't even have to be AI. That's satisfied customers. What do you have in place to make sure your customers are receiving the ultimate experience? And now that AI consultants, coaches, they're out there by the hundreds and thousands. So what experience are you giving your customer? And that's just one of the strategies that I help you with.
Yeah, that is incredible. So Elle Marie, there is that you're going to come back and join us on Women Getting Visible again to share with your AI experience with others. But we are at time today, and I want to say thank you. And how can people find you to learn more about what you have to offer?
Oh, absolutely. The Biz Oasis, it's the BIZOASIS.net or 301-818-1997. And I want to say, Women Getting Visible, I'm excited about you talking about being visible in this platform that you offer at the Boss Brunch in March. So I am equally excited to have you hang out with me. I'm hanging out with you now. I'm so tickled that it's like, oh, Christina's going to come hang out with me. I'm excited.
Yes, that's right. March 21st, 2026. I will be there talking about the power of visibility at the Boss Brunch. I am so excited to have that opportunity to talk alongside with you. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's always a pleasure to chat with you.
Oh, listen to you, Elle Marie. Well, we'll have you again another time. So the bizoasis.net, and you can find Elle Marie right there. And thanks for joining us in this episode of Women Getting Visible.
Who will be up next in the golden chair? Join us next week. I am your host, Christina Vidovich of Women Getting Visible.